Getting canceled. Does this scare anyone else? To know that anyone can investigate your entire past and destroy you for it. Like your future is based off of the mistakes you made in the past. Even the smallest of mistakes. That prank video you made when you were younger, the comments that you made when you were angry online, that misunderstanding and perception that somebody had on something that you did. Cancel culture, also known as call out culture, has become pervasive and a polarizing topic in recent years. At its core, cancel culture refers to the idea of holding individuals or groups accountable for their actions or beliefs. And it's often through public shaming and backlash on social media. Darn you, social media. I love you, but I hate you. While some argue that cancel culture is an important way to hold people accountable for their harmful behaviors, others believe that it can be overly punitive and can lead to people just not speaking the way that they want to speak. We have free speech, right? I mean, where is the grace? Seriously, our brains are not developed until we're 25 years old anyway. We are going to be making a lot of dumb and stupid mistakes. This cancel culture defines a whole person based off of this just one little mistake in their life. You can see why this fear is now becoming very prominent. In fact, a recent study showed that 1 out of every 4 adults are super hyper aware of what they say and what they do because of the fear of just getting canceled. Cancel culture and OCD may not seem like they have much in common at first glance, but they both involve fear of being judged or punished for their own action or belief. It's a lot of doubts and it's a lot of questioning. One of the main concerns with cancel culture is its potential to trigger obsessive compulsive disorder in individuals who are already susceptible to the condition. As you may know, OCD is a mental disorder characterized by intrusive thoughts and repetitive behaviors, and it can be triggered by events or experiences that cause significant anxiety or distress. So the brain questions and doubts and questions. Did I say something? Did I do something? I remember a long time I threw a bunch of rocks at this train track, and did that train derail? I don't even know. I remember that bump that I went over a long time ago with my car. Did something happen? Am I gonna be on the news? Is my mugshot gonna show up on TV for something that I did? I don't even know. I remember that time at school that we kind of bullied that person, and I wonder what their life looks like now. Maybe I just derailed their entire life and it's gonna come back to bite me. And our brain sometimes does not want to stop on these past events, and we can think of all these reasons why somebody can take something and just destroy us for it. This cancel culture is a constant barrage of judgment and criticism. It obviously can be particularly triggering for people who have OCD. This fear of being canceled or ostracized can lead to more obsessive thinking, more compulsions, such as repeatedly checking on social media, evidence of wrongdoing, or engaging in self-criticism, like excessive self-criticism. Causes way more stress and anxiety because people sometimes misunderstand somebody else and they've just got nothing better to do. Additionally, the nature of cancel culture, which often involves the swift and harsh condemnation of individuals without the fair examination of their situation. Like, people aren't actually looking for all the evidence that maybe goes against what their initial thinking is. We have this need for perfection, and the fear of making mistakes is just overwhelming. For someone that might have OCD, this cancel culture reinforces their belief. Like, I knew it. I knew I was in danger. I shouldn't have done that thing I did 20 years ago, when really they sometimes don't have any evidence for their fears. Individuals who struggle with OCD often worry that the thoughts they are having are going to be misunderstood by somebody else. So sharing an experience online, they may have intrusive thoughts that are just taboo in nature. Like, that's what OCD is. People have these intrusive thoughts. They don't want to talk about it because people misunderstand these thoughts and they don't think anyone else has it, but they do. But here's the thing about OCD. If we don't talk about these topics, they can just be continually scary. They're gonna continually be misunderstood because we're not talking about it. For someone who does not experience OCD, it may seem like an excuse to have certain thoughts or labels or theme of OCD. I have harm OCD, I have relationship OCD. It seems like an excuse, but it's not. As you may know, OCD attacks what you care about. This can make somebody question about their kids, about their relationship, about their sexual identity, about their religion, make them feel like they did something wrong. they're a bad person. So on top of these intrusive, scary thoughts, individuals often are nervous that the world will just simply not understand these. Over the past few years, I've seen this cancel culture OCD rear its ugly head. Individuals stop posting online. They throw away their journals, their keepsakes. Sometimes they choose to not leave their house in fear that they will be misunderstood, or they will risk saying something or doing something that would get them in trouble, or rather canceled. Their goal sometimes is to erase their entire past so that nothing could ever be dug up. It becomes extremely obsessive and anxiety just runs rapid. Sometimes every word that comes out of their mouth is calculated and so thought out just to make sure they do not slip up. How much anxiety do you think that brings? And just mental pressure. With this all or nothing attitude, we're doomed. If you follow the news, individuals tend to get canceled for big mistakes, which cool, like big mistakes. Yeah, that's great. Illegal things that they've done that are just downright wrong. But on the other hand, you have individuals who get canceled for very minor things, very misunderstanding things. This one thing that you did ruins your career, ruins your life, ruins your image. Either way, I feel like our goal in life is to learn from the mistakes that we've made and move forward. Is the world allowing us to move forward? Or are we going to continually be scrutinized? Not let us be defined by these experiences, regardless of what the world says. While this fear affects many people, even without OCD, let me give you some tips that are going to help you learn how to deal with this better. Ultimately, our goal is to continue living life, have the conversations we want to have, do the things we want to do, make mistakes. Yeah, I said it. Make mistakes and learn from them. Take responsibility for the major things that we do, because we're all going to do major things that are mistakes. Ultimately, when fear comes in and is going to try to control your life so much, we're just not willing to give in to that. We are going to live life. That's where you're going to feel like you're risking a lot. Individuals practice going out of their house, having conversations with people, posting on social media more, on purpose, risking that maybe someone will misunderstand. They'll write in their journal so they keep a record of it. We actually move closer to the fear with the possibility that you might get canceled. Instead of trying to protect, the goal isn't to go out and say a bunch of offensive things, but instead live the life that you want to live. Move closer to your goals, feel anxiety, and move forward anyway. When there's a problem, and if there's a problem, we will solve it. Often people use phrases such as, I might get canceled today. Someone may misunderstand me. Maybe someone will see this post and they will just destroy me online. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. There it is. But I'm choosing to live life today because that's what's important. When we stop protecting based off of these perceived threats, that means I'm guessing there's gonna be danger, we can actually start moving forward. Like I said, it can feel risky, but there's so much freedom in knowing that I got to do what I wanted to today. While there is always risk for most things we do in life, there is more pain in sitting in the shadows and not living, just hoping this doesn't happen to you, because that feeling is gonna last your whole life. If you missed it, I posted a video a while ago about how I was brutally attacked online by someone who misunderstood OCD. Go watch that now. It's important. And I want to know down in the comments, have you ever had that fear of being canceled? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.